Y'all know how in a trilogy there's usually that one film that's generally considered the weakest out of all of them, and it's usually the third one? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have that problem with the John Wick trilogy. What's up everybody, Johnnie Omega here, giving you my review of John Wick 3. John Wick 3 stars Keanu Reeves and, as the title suggests, is the third film in the John Wick saga. And this movie picks up right where John Wick 2 left off. John Wick is excommunicado from the Continental Hotel and denied all access to all the underground resources. He's given an hour head start, but once that hour is over, all hell breaks loose as every hitman he comes across is trying to take him out. Starting with what I liked about the movie, first and foremost, hands down, is the fights. The choreography in this movie is not only the best in the series, but it's also one of the best I've seen in cinema in a long time. Because of what you've seen in the other movies, you already expect the choreography with the guns to be at a high level, but the choreography with the hand-to-hand combat was on full display in this movie and it did not disappoint. And there were some long takes in these fight scenes too. The average person might not think that 5 to 10 seconds is a long time, but when it comes to fight scenes on this level, let's just say as someone who's done a couple of fight scenes in some film projects, I'm fully aware of all the time and effort that this crew put into making this happen. Just the fluidity of everything and how they made everything look so effortless was an amazing thing to see. And from a writing aspect, the story was good too. I like how you got to see how the Continental Hotel works in a different country, and from a writing aspect, I liked how everything flowed and made sense. The writers didn't just put John Wick in situations just for the sake of putting him there. And I also like how you get a little bit of a backstory with John too. John goes to certain characters in this movie basically to cash in favors so that he can survive, and as they get to talking, you kind of see what kind of stuff transpired and happened before the first movie. And another thing I like about this movie, and really what I like about this trilogy as a whole, is I know it seems like a small detail, but I like the fact that all of this stuff happens within a few weeks. Unlike most sequels and franchises, there isn't a lot of time between each movie, so it makes it more fun to watch everything as one cohesive story. And from an acting standpoint, everybody did a good job. Ian McShane did a good job as always, but even the addition of Halle Berry helped the movie out too. Halle Berry to me is one of those actresses where you kind of see her a little bit more than you see the character that she's playing sometimes, but you didn't have that problem with this movie. And the interaction between her and her dogs was definitely one of the highlights of this movie. Lawrence Fishburne did a good job in this movie too. He provides a lot of the humor in it. And shout out to Mark Dacascos too. His addition to the movie definitely helped raise the bar when it came to the fight scenes. The only weak link in this movie from an acting standpoint when it comes to the big names, if I had to pick somebody, was Anjelica Huston. But it's really because she's not in the movie that much, not because she did a bad job at what she was given. And Keanu Reeves is just so great in this movie. Like, he plays this role so perfectly. When his career is all said and done, I think the 3 biggest roles he's going to be known for is going to be Ted from Bill and Ted, Neo from The Matrix, and this John Wick character. And which role you prefer number 1 is probably going to be dependent on what age range you fall into. So in conclusion, the acting was good, the story was good, the choreography and the fight scenes was practically flawless. And comparing this movie to the other two, because I know what's going to happen, I'd probably say that the first movie is more story driven, this third movie is more action driven, and the second movie is a good combination of both. So the one out of these 3 movies that you like the most is really going to come down to personal preference, but I can definitely say that when it comes to these 3 movies, there is not going to be a consensus on which one is the weakest link. The Godfather 3, Back to the Future 3, Hangover 2. You just don't have that kind of a fall off with this trilogy, and because of the consistency of all 3 movies, I definitely think that this trilogy goes in the conversation of best trilogies of all time. All that being said, I'd say this movie is Omega level. So comment below and let me know what you guys thought of the movie. And also, which movie of the 3 do you think is the best one? I really had to think about this because I didn't want to become a victim of the moment, but after thinking about it, I would say 2 is better than 1, and I would say this is better than 2, so 3 is the best one in my opinion. But not by much though, they're all pretty close. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we got new videos posting every day.